The Negative Force. Dealing with Negative People. Written by Cloney D. Borge. Published by Alamat Aklat. Introduction. In every sphere of life, we encounter individuals who radiate negativity. Whether in our workplaces, social circles, or even within our own families, these people can drain our energy, disrupt our peace, and hinder our personal growth. Their constant pessimism, criticism, and toxic behavior can create an environment that stifles positivity and breeds stress, anxiety, and frustration. This book, The Negative Force, Dealing with Negative People, is your guide to navigating these challenging relationships. It's not merely about surviving in the presence of negativity but thriving despite it. Through understanding the nature of negative energy and its impact on our lives, you will learn how to build emotional resilience and protect your inner peace. Negativity, at its core, is a force that can be contagious if not properly managed. However, by recognizing the signs of toxic relationships and establishing clear boundaries, you can shield yourself from its harmful effects. This book will provide you with practical strategies to deflect negativity and remain grounded, even when surrounded by negative individuals. One of the central themes of this book is the importance of compassion. While it's essential to protect yourself, it's equally important to approach negativity with empathy. By cultivating compassion, you can interact with negative people in a way that preserves your well-being without becoming overwhelmed by their negativity. Detachment is another key concept explored in this book. Learning to let go of negative influences and people who no longer serve your growth is crucial for maintaining a positive and fulfilling life. You'll discover how to transform negative interactions into opportunities for personal development and how to navigate specific situations like workplace negativity, toxic family dynamics, and challenging friendships. This book also delves into the psychological and spiritual aspects of dealing with negativity. You'll explore how positive thinking, mindfulness, and forgiveness can be powerful tools in overcoming negativity. By adopting a spiritual perspective, you'll gain a deeper understanding of the purpose of negative experiences and how they can contribute to your personal and spiritual growth. The Negative Force, Dealing with Negative People, is more than just a guide, it's a journey toward reclaiming your power, peace, and positivity. By the end of this book, you will have the tools and knowledge to live a life free from the grip of negative people, allowing you to flourish in a world that can sometimes feel overwhelmingly negative. Chapter 1: Understanding the Nature of Negativity. Negativity is a force that, if left unchecked, can infiltrate every aspect of our lives, pulling us down and clouding our ability to see the good around us. But what exactly is negativity, and why does it have such a strong hold on people? This first chapter sets the foundation for your journey by helping you understand the nature of negativity, where it comes from, why it manifests, and how it affects both the person who harbors it and those around them. Negativity often stems from deep-seated fears, insecurities, and past traumas. People who carry negative energy may be dealing with unresolved issues that make it difficult for them to see the positive side of life. By understanding that negativity is often a reflection of internal struggles rather than a personal attack, you can begin to approach negative people with empathy rather than frustration. This chapter will help you see negativity for what it is, a symptom of deeper issues rather than an inherent flaw in the person. Recognizing this can be incredibly empowering, as it allows you to detach emotionally from the negativity directed at you. Instead of absorbing negative energy, you'll learn to observe it from a distance, understanding its root causes without letting it affect your peace of mind. Moreover, this chapter emphasizes the importance of self-awareness. By reflecting on how negativity influences your thoughts and emotions, you can better protect yourself from its effects. You'll begin to recognize patterns of negativity in others, which will help you prepare mentally and emotionally when dealing with negative individuals. Understanding the nature of negativity also involves acknowledging its impact on your life. This chapter encourages you to take an honest look at how negativity, whether from others or from within yourself, may be holding you back. It's about realizing that while you can't control others' negativity, you can control how you respond to it. By the end of this chapter, you'll have a deeper understanding of negativity and how it operates. This knowledge is the first step in reclaiming your power and maintaining your positivity, no matter what negativity comes your way. It's about shifting from feeling overwhelmed by negative forces to feeling equipped to handle them with grace and strength. This chapter sets the stage for the strategies and tools you'll learn in the following chapters, empowering you to deal with negativity in a way that uplifts and motivates you. Chapter 2: Identifying the sources of negative energy. Negativity can seem like a shadow that follows us, draining our energy and dampening our spirits. But to effectively deal with negative people, it's crucial to identify the sources of negative energy around us. This chapter is designed to help you recognize where negativity originates, both externally from others and internally from within yourself, so you can take the first steps toward a more positive, empowered life. Negative energy can come from many places: stressful environments, toxic relationships, unfulfilling jobs, or even negative self-talk. This chapter will guide you through a process of identifying these sources, helping you to see patterns that might otherwise go unnoticed. For example, you may notice that certain people consistently leave you feeling drained, or that particular situations trigger negative emotions in you. By pinpointing these sources, you gain clarity on what's influencing your emotional state. Understanding where negative energy comes from allows you to take proactive steps to manage it. This chapter encourages you to look beyond the obvious and consider more subtle sources of negativity. Sometimes, it's not just the words people say, but their tone, body language, or the energy they bring into a room that affects you. By becoming more attuned to these nuances, you can better prepare yourself to respond in a way that protects your peace. This chapter also emphasizes the importance of introspection. Negative energy isn't just something that comes from outside, it can also arise from within. Self-doubt, fear, and unresolved emotions can generate negativity that affects how you interact with the world. By identifying these internal sources, you can begin to address them, transforming your inner dialogue and reclaiming control over your emotional well-being. One of the most empowering aspects of this chapter is its focus on action. Once you've identified the sources of negative energy, you'll learn practical strategies for reducing or eliminating them. Whether it's setting boundaries with negative people, changing your environment, or cultivating a more positive mindset, this chapter gives you the tools to take control of your emotional landscape. By the end of this chapter, you'll have a clearer understanding of the specific sources of negative energy in your life. With this knowledge, you'll be better equipped to navigate challenging interactions, protect your emotional health, and cultivate a more positive, fulfilling life. This chapter empowers you to take action, transforming your environment and mindset into one that supports your well-being and personal growth. Chapter 3: The impact of negative people on your life. Negative people can have a profound impact on your life, often in ways you might not immediately realize. Their constant pessimism, criticism, and toxic behavior can seep into your thoughts, emotions, and even your physical health. This chapter delves into how these negative influences can affect you and, more importantly, how understanding this impact can empower you to take control of your well-being. Negative people have a way of affecting your mood, your outlook on life, and even your self-esteem. Their words and actions can create a ripple effect that spreads through your personal and professional life, causing stress, anxiety, and self-doubt. This chapter will help you recognize the signs of this impact, such as feeling drained after interacting with certain individuals, losing confidence in your abilities, or becoming more cynical and less hopeful over time. Understanding the impact of negative people is crucial because it sheds light on why you may feel stuck or unhappy in certain areas of your life. Often, we underestimate how much other people's negativity influences our own thoughts and behavior. By acknowledging this impact, you gain the awareness needed to start making changes. You'll realize that some of the challenges you face might not be entirely your own, but are instead reflections of the negativity absorbed from others. This chapter also explores the different ways negativity manifests in your life. For example, you might notice that being around negative people makes you more irritable, less motivated, or prone to making poor decisions. By identifying these patterns, you can begin to see how negativity disrupts your goals and aspirations, holding you back from reaching your full potential. But this chapter doesn't just focus on the problem, it also offers solutions. Understanding the impact of negative people empowers you to take proactive steps to mitigate their influence. You'll learn how to create emotional boundaries, practice self-care, and surround yourself with more positive influences. By doing so, you can counteract the effects of negativity and regain control over your life. Ultimately, this chapter serves as a wake-up call and a source of motivation. It encourages you to take an honest look at how negative people are affecting you and to take action to protect your well-being. By understanding the true impact of negativity, you can make informed choices about who you allow into your life and how you interact with them. This awareness is the first step towards creating a more positive, fulfilling life, free from the detrimental effects of negative people. Chapter 4: Building Emotional Armor, Protecting Your Inner Peace. Dealing with negative people can feel like an ongoing battle, where your peace of mind is constantly under attack. This chapter, Building Emotional Armor, Protecting Your Inner Peace, is about equipping yourself with the tools and strategies to defend your emotional well-being against the negativity that others might bring into your life. Emotional armor isn't about becoming cold or indifferent, it's about developing resilience and maintaining your inner calm no matter what negativity comes your way. Just as armor shields a warrior from physical harm, emotional armor protects you from the emotional damage that negative people can cause. This chapter will guide you through the process of building this protective layer, allowing you to interact with negative individuals without letting their energy affect you. The first step in building emotional armor is self-awareness. You'll learn to recognize your emotional triggers, the specific words, actions, or situations that make you vulnerable to negativity. By understanding what affects you most, you can prepare yourself mentally and emotionally to face these triggers with greater strength. This awareness transforms your reactions from instinctive to intentional, helping you maintain control in challenging interactions. Another key aspect of emotional armor is setting boundaries. This chapter will show you how to establish clear limits with negative people, ensuring that their behavior doesn't cross into your personal space. These boundaries can be physical, like spending less time with someone who drains you, or emotional, like refusing to engage in negative conversations. By setting boundaries, you're not only protecting yourself but also sending a message that your peace is non-negotiable. Mindfulness practices are also an essential part of your emotional armor. Techniques like deep breathing, meditation, and positive affirmations can help you stay centered and grounded, even when negativity surrounds you. This chapter will introduce you to simple yet effective mindfulness exercises that you can incorporate into your daily routine, making your emotional armor stronger over time. Additionally, this chapter emphasizes the importance of self-care in maintaining your emotional armor. When you prioritize your well-being, whether through exercise, hobbies, or spending time with positive people, you reinforce your resilience against negativity. Self-care isn't selfish, it's a necessary part of keeping your emotional defenses strong. By the end of this chapter, you'll feel empowered to face negative people with confidence, knowing that you have the tools to protect your inner peace. Building emotional armor isn't about shutting others out, it's about ensuring that your well-being remains intact, no matter what challenges come your way. With your emotional armor in place, you'll be better equipped to navigate the world with grace, strength, and unwavering calm. Chapter 5: Recognizing Toxic Relationships. Toxic relationships can be subtle yet profoundly damaging, often disguising themselves as normal interactions until their negative effects become too overwhelming to ignore. Chapter 5: Recognizing Toxic Relationships is about helping you identify these harmful connections, empowering you to protect your well-being and make healthier choices in your relationships. A toxic relationship is one where negativity, manipulation, or emotional harm is a consistent theme. These relationships can exist in any area of your life, among family, friends, colleagues, or romantic partners. Often, toxic dynamics develop gradually, making them difficult to spot until the damage has already taken a toll. This chapter is designed to sharpen your awareness, so you can detect toxicity early and take steps to address it. One of the first signs of a toxic relationship is a consistent feeling of being drained or emotionally exhausted after interacting with someone. If you find yourself dreading encounters with a particular person, or if their presence leaves you feeling anxious, belittled, or overwhelmed, it's a strong indicator that the relationship might be toxic. This chapter will guide you in recognizing these emotional red flags, helping you trust your instincts when something feels off. Toxic relationships are often characterized by patterns of control, manipulation, and disrespect. This chapter will help you identify these behaviors, whether they manifest as constant criticism, passive-aggressive comments, or attempts to undermine your confidence. By understanding these patterns, you'll be better equipped to see through the excuses and justifications that often accompany toxic behavior. Another crucial aspect of recognizing toxic relationships is understanding how they affect your self-esteem and sense of self-worth. Toxic people often erode your confidence, leaving you doubting your abilities and questioning your value. This chapter encourages you to reflect on how certain relationships make you feel about yourself. If you notice a pattern of feeling diminished or devalued, it's time to consider whether that relationship is truly serving your growth and happiness. Recognizing toxic relationships is the first step toward reclaiming your power and peace. This chapter doesn't just leave you with the problem, it also offers solutions. You'll learn strategies for addressing toxic dynamics, whether that means setting boundaries, seeking support, or, in some cases, walking away. By becoming more aware of the signs of toxicity, you empower yourself to make choices that prioritize your well-being. By the end of this chapter, you'll have the clarity and confidence to recognize toxic relationships for what they are. This awareness is a powerful tool in your journey to dealing with negative people. It allows you to create a life filled with relationships that uplift, support, and nurture you, rather than those that drag you down. Chapter 6: Establishing Boundaries with Negative Individuals. Negative individuals can easily overstep their bounds, leaving you feeling drained, stressed, and overwhelmed. Chapter 6: Establishing Boundaries with Negative Individuals is about taking back control of your emotional and mental space by setting clear, firm boundaries. This chapter empowers you to protect your peace while maintaining relationships on your terms. Boundaries are essential for maintaining healthy relationships, especially with those who tend to bring negativity into your life. Without boundaries, negative people can impose their energy on you, disrupting your inner calm and affecting your overall well-being. This chapter will guide you through the process of defining, communicating, and upholding these boundaries, ensuring that your needs and limits are respected. The first step in establishing boundaries is understanding your own limits. This chapter encourages you to reflect on what behaviors or situations make you uncomfortable or stressed. Whether it's someone's constant complaining, unsolicited advice, or emotional manipulation, identifying these triggers allows you to set boundaries that protect you from their harmful effects. Once you've identified your limits, the next step is to communicate them clearly. This can be challenging, especially with people who are used to crossing your boundaries. However, this chapter provides practical advice on how to assertively express your needs without coming across as confrontational. You'll learn phrases and strategies for saying no and setting limits in a way that is firm but respectful. Enforcing boundaries is equally important. This chapter emphasizes that boundaries are not just about making requests, they are about consistently upholding them. Negative individuals may test your boundaries, either intentionally or out of habit. This chapter will equip you with the tools to stand your ground, reinforcing your boundaries with confidence and consistency. By doing so, you send a clear message that your well-being is a priority. Establishing boundaries isn't about shutting people out, it's about creating a space where you can interact with negative individuals without compromising your peace of mind. Boundaries allow you to engage with others on your terms, preventing their negativity from spilling over into your life. This chapter also explores the positive effects of boundaries on your self-esteem and relationships, as they help you build healthier, more balanced interactions. By the end of this chapter, you'll feel empowered to establish and maintain boundaries with negative individuals. You'll realize that boundaries are not only a form of self-care but also a way to foster respect and understanding in your relationships. With clear boundaries in place, you can navigate interactions with negative people confidently, protecting your peace while still engaging with the world around you. Chapter 7: Strategies for Deflecting Negativity. Negativity, like an unwelcome storm, can sweep into your life, affecting your mood, outlook, and well-being. Chapter 7: Strategies for Deflecting Negativity provides you with practical tools to shield yourself from this negative energy, allowing you to maintain your inner peace even when surrounded by negativity. This chapter is your guide to staying resilient, positive, and focused, no matter what challenges you face. Deflecting negativity begins with mastering the art of emotional detachment. This doesn't mean becoming cold or indifferent, rather, it's about not internalizing the negativity directed at you. This chapter will teach you how to create a mental and emotional buffer between yourself and negative individuals, helping you to observe their behavior without letting it affect your emotional state. By practicing detachment, you can interact with negative people without absorbing their energy, maintaining your peace of mind. Another powerful strategy is reframing negative situations. When confronted with negativity, it's easy to get pulled into a downward spiral of negative thinking. This chapter encourages you to take control of your perspective by consciously shifting your focus. Instead of dwelling on the negativity, you'll learn to find the silver lining, focusing on what you can learn from the situation or how you can grow. This positive reframing not only helps you stay optimistic but also reduces the impact of negativity on your emotions. Setting boundaries, as discussed in the previous chapter, is also reinforced here as a key strategy for deflecting negativity. This chapter delves deeper into how boundaries can be used in real time to protect yourself during negative interactions. Whether it's excusing yourself from a toxic conversation or politely steering the discussion in a more positive direction, these techniques will empower you to take control of your interactions. Mindfulness is another crucial tool in your arsenal. By staying present and grounded, you can prevent yourself from being swept away by negative emotions. This chapter will introduce you to simple mindfulness practices, such as deep breathing and grounding exercises, that can help you stay centered when negativity arises. These practices not only deflect negativity but also reinforce your inner calm, making you more resilient in the face of challenges. Finally, this chapter encourages the use of positivity as a shield. Surrounding yourself with positive influences, whether it's uplifting music, inspiring books, or supportive people, creates an environment that naturally deflects negativity. By cultivating positivity in your life, you build a strong defense against the negative forces that you may encounter. By the end of this chapter, you'll be equipped with practical, actionable strategies to deflect negativity and protect your peace. You'll feel more confident in your ability to handle negative people and situations, knowing that you have the tools to stay positive, resilient, and focused on your own well-being. Chapter 8: Staying Grounded in a Sea of Negativity. Navigating through a world filled with negativity can feel like trying to stay afloat in a turbulent sea. Chapter 8: Staying Grounded in a Sea of Negativity is your guide to maintaining stability and inner peace despite the swirling currents of negativity around you. This chapter offers practical techniques and mindset shifts to help you stay centered and resilient, even in the most challenging environments. The essence of staying grounded lies in cultivating a strong sense of self and a stable inner core. This chapter emphasizes the importance of knowing your values, strengths, and goals. By being clear about who you are and what you stand for, you create an anchor that keeps you steady amidst external turbulence. This self-awareness not only helps you maintain focus but also reinforces your confidence, making you less susceptible to the negative influences of others. One of the key strategies discussed in this chapter is developing a grounding routine. Grounding routines are daily practices that help you reconnect with yourself and maintain your emotional equilibrium. These practices might include mindfulness meditation, journaling, or spending time in nature. By regularly engaging in activities that center you, you create a solid foundation that supports you through challenging interactions with negative individuals. Another powerful technique is learning to manage your emotional responses. This chapter guides you through strategies for regulating your emotions, such as deep breathing exercises and positive affirmations. By practicing these techniques, you can respond to negativity with calm and clarity rather than reacting impulsively. This emotional control not only helps you stay grounded but also prevents negativity from overwhelming you. Staying grounded also involves building a support network of positive influences. Surrounding yourself with uplifting people, engaging in meaningful activities, and seeking out sources of inspiration can create a buffer against negativity. This chapter encourages you to actively seek out and cultivate these positive connections, ensuring that you have a strong support system to rely on when facing negative challenges. Finally, this chapter highlights the importance of self-care in maintaining your equilibrium. Prioritizing your well-being through adequate rest, healthy eating, and relaxation helps you stay resilient and balanced. Self-care isn't just a luxury, it's a necessity for staying grounded in the face of negativity. By the end of this chapter, you'll have a toolkit of practical strategies and mindset shifts to help you stay grounded and resilient. With these techniques, you can confidently navigate through a sea of negativity, keeping your inner peace intact and maintaining a positive outlook on life. Chapter 9: Cultivating Compassion Without Being Drained. Compassion is a powerful antidote to negativity, allowing you to respond with empathy rather than frustration. However, when dealing with negative people, it's easy to find yourself emotionally drained. Chapter 9: Cultivating Compassion Without Being Drained provides a roadmap for offering kindness and understanding while protecting your own energy and well-being. The chapter begins by exploring the essence of compassion, understanding and sharing the feelings of others. Compassion allows you to connect with negative individuals on a human level, acknowledging their struggles without letting their negativity affect you. This chapter teaches you how to extend empathy without becoming overwhelmed, striking a balance between caring for others and safeguarding your own emotional health. One key strategy discussed is setting compassionate boundaries. Compassion doesn't mean you have to endure negativity or let it infiltrate your life. Instead, it's about understanding where to draw the line. This chapter will guide you in establishing limits on how much emotional energy you invest in negative individuals while still offering them kindness and support. By setting these boundaries, you can maintain your compassion without sacrificing your own well-being. Another crucial aspect of cultivating compassion without being drained is practicing self-care. Engaging in activities that replenish your energy and reinforce your inner strength is essential for staying balanced. This chapter emphasizes the importance of self-care routines, such as meditation, exercise, and hobbies, that help you recharge and maintain a positive outlook. By taking care of yourself, you ensure that you have the emotional reserves needed to offer genuine compassion to others. The chapter also introduces the concept of compassionate detachment. This involves caring for others while maintaining an emotional distance that prevents their negativity from impacting you. Techniques such as visualization and mindful breathing can help you stay centered and focused, allowing you to interact compassionately without becoming emotionally entangled. Moreover, this chapter encourages you to focus on the positives within negative interactions. By acknowledging the underlying challenges or pain that drive someone's negativity, you can approach them with empathy while remaining grounded. This perspective shift helps you offer compassion without getting drawn into their negative energy. By the end of this chapter, you'll have a clear understanding of how to cultivate compassion while maintaining your own emotional balance. You'll learn how to offer support and empathy to negative individuals without letting their negativity drain you. With these strategies, you can respond to negativity with kindness and strength, fostering healthier interactions and preserving your own well-being. Chapter 10: The Power of Detachment, Letting Go of Negative Influences. In a world where negativity can easily encroach upon your life, learning the art of detachment is a crucial skill. Chapter 10: The Power of Detachment, Letting Go of Negative Influences, is designed to help you embrace this powerful tool to maintain your peace and well-being. This chapter provides practical strategies for releasing the grip of negative influences, empowering you to stay centered and focused on what truly matters. Detachment isn't about disconnecting or becoming indifferent, it's about creating a healthy emotional distance that allows you to interact with negative people without being affected by their energy. This chapter starts by explaining the concept of detachment as a way to protect your mental and emotional space. You'll learn how to engage with negativity from a place of observation rather than absorption, allowing you to maintain your calm and composure. One of the core strategies in this chapter is developing an observer mindset. By viewing negative interactions as external events rather than personal attacks, you can distance yourself from the emotional impact. This perspective shift helps you to respond thoughtfully rather than react impulsively, giving you greater control over your responses and preserving your inner peace. The chapter also introduces techniques for practicing emotional detachment. These include mindfulness practices, such as focusing on your breath or visualizing a protective barrier around yourself. Such techniques help you maintain a sense of calm and control, preventing negative influences from seeping into your emotional state. With these tools, you can engage with challenging situations with clarity and composure. Another key focus of this chapter is letting go of the need to change or fix others. Often, negative people may try to draw you into their problems, seeking validation or support. This chapter encourages you to release the burden of trying to control or rescue them. By accepting that you can't change others, you free yourself from unnecessary emotional strain, allowing you to focus on your own well-being. The chapter also emphasizes the importance of setting boundaries and prioritizing self-care. Establishing clear limits with negative individuals and investing in activities that rejuvenate you are essential for maintaining emotional detachment. By caring for yourself and setting boundaries, you reinforce your resilience and ensure that you remain unaffected by external negativity. You'll have a better knowledge of how to employ detachment to effectively control negative influences at the conclusion of this chapter. You'll learn how to deal with negativity in a way that keeps your peace, allowing you to focus on your own development and happiness. Embracing the power of detachment will allow you to negotiate difficult relationships with strength and grace, keeping you grounded and optimistic no matter what negativity comes your way. Chapter 11: Transforming Negative Interactions into Positive Outcomes. Interacting with negative people can often feel like a drain on your energy and optimism. However, Chapter 11, Transforming Negative Interactions into Positive Outcomes, reveals how you can turn these challenging encounters into opportunities for growth and positive change. This chapter provides you with practical strategies to shift the dynamics of negative interactions, empowering you to create constructive outcomes even in the face of adversity. The chapter begins by reframing negative interactions as opportunities for personal development. Instead of viewing these encounters solely as frustrating or draining, you'll learn to see them as chances to practice patience, empathy, and resilience. This shift in perspective helps you approach negative interactions with a mindset focused on growth and improvement, rather than just survival. One key strategy discussed is the use of positive communication techniques. This chapter will guide you in employing constructive language and active listening to navigate difficult conversations more effectively. By responding with calm, respectful, and solution-oriented communication, you can often diffuse tension and redirect the interaction towards a more positive outcome. This approach not only helps in resolving conflicts but also fosters a more harmonious and productive environment. Another important concept covered is the idea of finding common ground. Even in the midst of negativity, identifying shared interests or goals can pave the way for a more collaborative and positive interaction. This chapter provides practical tips for discovering common ground, which can help in building rapport and finding mutually beneficial solutions. By focusing on what you have in common, you can transform adversarial interactions into cooperative ones. The chapter also emphasizes the power of setting intentions for positive outcomes. Before entering a potentially negative interaction, setting a clear intention to achieve a constructive result can shape the direction of the conversation. This proactive approach helps you stay focused on your goals and encourages positive behavior from others, increasing the likelihood of a favorable resolution. Additionally, this chapter highlights the importance of self-reflection and learning. After a negative interaction, reflecting on what went well and what could be improved allows you to continuously refine your approach. This practice of self-assessment and adjustment helps you develop better strategies for handling similar situations in the future. With ending of this chapter, you'll have a set of tactics for turning bad encounters into chances for positive results. You'll learn how to approach difficult circumstances with a growth and resolution mentality, transforming potential disputes into opportunities for positive development. Embracing these approaches will allow you to confidently handle tough situations, resulting in more harmonious and productive relationships. Chapter 12: Navigating Workplace Negativity. The workplace can often be a breeding ground for negativity, from office politics and gossip to unconstructive criticism and toxic behavior. Chapter 12, Navigating Workplace Negativity, is your guide to effectively managing and overcoming these challenges, helping you create a more positive and productive work environment. This chapter provides actionable strategies to handle negativity in the workplace while maintaining your professionalism and well-being. The chapter begins by addressing the common sources of workplace negativity, such as competitive colleagues, difficult managers, and office drama. Understanding where negativity originates helps you develop targeted strategies to address it. By identifying these sources, you can better navigate the complexities of your work environment and find effective ways to manage the impact on your own job satisfaction and performance. One key strategy discussed is maintaining a positive attitude. This chapter emphasizes the power of positivity in counteracting negativity. By focusing on your own strengths, accomplishments, and goals, you create a buffer against the negativity that may surround you. Cultivating a positive outlook not only boosts your resilience but also influences those around you, potentially fostering a more supportive work atmosphere. Another important technique is setting professional boundaries. This chapter provides guidance on how to establish clear limits with colleagues to prevent their negativity from encroaching on your work and personal space. Whether it's limiting interactions with negative individuals or steering clear of gossip, setting boundaries helps you protect your focus and productivity. Effective communication is also highlighted as a crucial tool for navigating workplace negativity. This chapter offers tips for addressing issues directly and diplomatically, without escalating conflicts. By employing constructive communication techniques, you can address concerns and misunderstandings while preserving your professional relationships. Additionally, this chapter explores the importance of seeking support and mentorship. Finding allies and mentors within your organization can provide you with guidance and encouragement, helping you manage workplace challenges more effectively. Building a network of positive influences not only supports your professional growth but also provides a source of strength during difficult times. Self-care and stress management are also emphasized as essential for dealing with workplace negativity. This chapter encourages you to prioritize activities that help you recharge and maintain balance, such as exercise, hobbies, and relaxation techniques. By taking care of yourself, you ensure that you remain resilient and focused, even when faced with challenging situations. Towards the completion of this chapter, you're going to have a thorough toolset for handling workplace negativity with confidence and grace. You're going to discover how to have a happy attitude, create professional boundaries, communicate effectively, seek help, and prioritize self-care. These methods can help you establish a more pleasant work atmosphere and flourish in the face of workplace obstacles. Chapter 13: Dealing with Negative Family Members. Family dynamics can be complex, and dealing with negative family members can be particularly challenging. Chapter 13: Dealing with Negative Family Members offers practical strategies and compassionate approaches to managing negativity within your family while preserving your relationships and well-being. This chapter is designed to help you navigate these difficult interactions with understanding and resilience. The chapter begins by acknowledging the unique challenges of dealing with negativity from family members. Unlike interactions with colleagues or friends, family relationships often come with deeper emotional ties and expectations. Recognizing these complexities helps you approach the situation with sensitivity and a clear plan of action. One key strategy discussed is establishing healthy boundaries. Setting boundaries with family members can be difficult, but is crucial for protecting your emotional space. This chapter provides practical advice on how to define and communicate these boundaries in a respectful and assertive manner. By setting limits on how much negativity you allow into your life, you create a buffer that helps maintain your emotional well-being while preserving family relationships. Another important aspect of the chapter is learning to manage your emotional responses. Family negativity can trigger strong emotional reactions, and this chapter offers techniques for staying calm and composed. Strategies such as mindfulness, deep breathing, and reflective listening can help you respond to negativity with a clear mind, reducing the impact on your own emotions and fostering more constructive interactions. The chapter also emphasizes the importance of empathy and understanding. Recognizing that negative behavior often stems from personal struggles or unresolved issues allows you to approach family members with compassion rather than frustration. This empathetic perspective helps you maintain a supportive stance while managing your own boundaries, creating a balance between caring for others and taking care of yourself. Additionally, the chapter explores the value of seeking support outside the family. Engaging in counseling, support groups, or talking with trusted friends can provide you with additional perspectives and coping strategies. Having a support system helps you navigate family challenges with greater resilience and clarity. Self-care is another critical focus of the chapter. Prioritizing your own well-being through activities that rejuvenate and relax you is essential for managing family negativity. By investing in self-care, you build emotional strength that enables you to handle difficult family interactions more effectively. Through the end of this chapter, you'll have skills for dealing with toxic family members while being emotionally well. You'll learn how to create healthy boundaries, regulate your reactions, approach family members with empathy, seek outside help, and prioritize self-care. With these techniques, you may manage family dynamics more easily, protecting your well-being and encouraging more pleasant connections within your family. Chapter 14: How to address negativity in friendships. Friendships are meant to be sources of support and joy, but when negativity creeps in, it can strain these valuable connections. Chapter 14: How to address negativity in friendships provides you with practical strategies to tackle negativity in your friendships while maintaining the integrity and positivity of your relationships. This chapter is designed to help you address concerns constructively and foster healthier, more uplifting friendships. The chapter starts by acknowledging that addressing negativity in friendships can be delicate. Unlike other relationships, friendships are often based on mutual trust and affection, which makes confronting issues a bit more challenging. Understanding this nuance allows you to approach the situation with care and thoughtfulness. One of the key strategies discussed is open and honest communication. This chapter guides you on how to have constructive conversations about the negativity you're experiencing. By expressing your feelings and concerns in a clear, non-confrontational manner, you create an opportunity for dialogue and resolution. You'll learn how to use I statements to focus on how the negativity affects you, rather than placing blame, which can help maintain a positive tone and encourage mutual understanding. The chapter also emphasizes the importance of setting boundaries. When dealing with negative behavior from friends, it's crucial to establish limits to protect your own emotional well-being. This might involve deciding how much time you spend together or what topics are off-limits in conversation. By setting these boundaries, you ensure that your friendships remain a source of positivity and support. Another focus of this chapter is evaluating the friendship's impact on your life. Sometimes, persistent negativity can overshadow the positive aspects of a friendship. This chapter encourages you to assess whether the relationship is still beneficial and fulfilling. It provides guidance on how to make decisions about whether to continue, adjust, or even distance yourself from the friendship, ensuring that you prioritize your own well-being. The chapter also addresses the role of empathy in managing negativity. Understanding that your friend's negativity might stem from their own struggles can help you approach the situation with compassion. This empathetic perspective allows you to offer support while still addressing the impact of their behavior on your own emotional health. Finally, the chapter highlights the importance of self-care. Investing in activities and relationships that uplift and energize you is crucial for maintaining balance. By focusing on your own well-being, you strengthen your ability to handle negative aspects of friendships and foster more positive interactions. By the conclusion of this chapter, you'll know how to properly confront negativity in your friendships. You will learn how to speak freely, create boundaries, assess the relationship's effect, approach with empathy, and prioritize self-care. With these tactics, you can negotiate the difficult elements of friendships while keeping and improving the excellent qualities of your relationships. Chapter 15: Breaking the Cycle of Negativity in Romantic Relationships. Romantic relationships can be deeply fulfilling, but when negativity enters the mix, it can undermine the connection and happiness you share. Chapter 15: Breaking the Cycle of Negativity in Romantic Relationships is your guide to addressing and overcoming negativity in your relationship, paving the way for a healthier, more loving partnership. This chapter provides practical, actionable strategies to help you and your partner transform negative patterns into positive growth. The chapter begins by acknowledging that negativity in romantic relationships often stems from unresolved issues, stress, or communication breakdowns. Understanding that these challenges are common and addressable helps you approach the situation with a constructive mindset. By recognizing the root causes, you can begin to tackle negativity more effectively. One key strategy discussed is improving communication. Clear, open communication is essential for resolving conflicts and addressing negative patterns. This chapter teaches you how to engage in meaningful conversations with your partner, focusing on expressing your feelings and needs without blame. Using I statements and active listening helps foster understanding and empathy, which can significantly reduce the negativity in your interactions. The chapter also emphasizes the importance of identifying and addressing negative patterns. Negative cycles in relationships often involve recurring arguments, misunderstandings, or unmet needs. By identifying these patterns, you and your partner can work together to break the cycle. This involves acknowledging triggers, understanding each other's perspectives, and collaboratively developing strategies to address and prevent these issues from resurfacing. Another crucial aspect covered is setting boundaries and practicing self-care. In a romantic relationship, it's vital to establish personal boundaries that protect your emotional well-being. This chapter provides guidance on how to set and communicate these boundaries effectively, ensuring that both partners respect each other's needs. Additionally, prioritizing self-care helps you maintain your own emotional health, which is essential for sustaining a positive relationship. The chapter also explores the role of empathy and forgiveness in breaking the cycle of negativity. By practicing empathy, you can better understand your partner's perspective and motivations, fostering a more compassionate approach to resolving conflicts. Forgiveness, both for yourself and your partner, is crucial for moving past negative experiences and rebuilding trust and connection. Finally, this chapter encourages you to focus on positive reinforcement. Celebrating successes, expressing appreciation, and nurturing the positive aspects of your relationship can help shift the overall dynamic. By actively reinforcing positive behaviors and experiences, you build a stronger, more supportive partnership. With the end of this chapter, you will have a set of strategies for ending the cycle of negativity in your romantic relationship. You'll learn how to communicate effectively, identify and change harmful habits, set boundaries, show empathy and forgiveness, and prioritize positive reinforcement. Using these tactics, you may transform your relationship into a source of joy and support, leading to a deeper, more satisfying connection with your partner. Chapter 16: The Role of Positive Thinking in Overcoming Negativity. Positive thinking isn't just a motivational slogan, it's a powerful tool for transforming your interactions and experiences with negative people. Chapter 16, The Role of Positive Thinking in Overcoming Negativity, explores how cultivating a positive mindset can help you manage and mitigate the effects of negativity in your life. This chapter provides practical strategies for harnessing the power of positive thinking to enhance your resilience and create a more uplifting environment. The chapter begins by explaining the science behind positive thinking. Positive thoughts can alter your brain's response to stress and negativity, improving your overall emotional resilience. By adopting a positive mindset, you can change your perception of challenges, making it easier to handle negative interactions without being overwhelmed. One key strategy discussed is reframing negative situations. This chapter teaches you how to shift your perspective by finding the positive aspects or potential opportunities within challenging circumstances. For example, if you encounter criticism, reframing it as constructive feedback can help you grow rather than feel defeated. This shift in perspective allows you to approach negativity with a more balanced and optimistic outlook. The chapter also emphasizes the importance of practicing gratitude. Regularly acknowledging and appreciating the positive aspects of your life can counterbalance the impact of negativity. By focusing on what you're grateful for, you create a mental environment that highlights positive experiences, making it easier to navigate negative interactions. This practice not only boosts your mood but also reinforces your overall positivity. Another crucial focus is the use of positive affirmations. This chapter provides guidance on how to develop and use affirmations to build self-confidence and counteract negative self-talk. By repeating affirmations that align with your values and goals, you can reinforce a positive self-image and foster a more optimistic approach to handling negativity. Additionally, this chapter explores the role of surrounding yourself with positivity. Building a network of supportive friends, engaging in uplifting activities, and consuming positive media can create a buffer against negative influences. By immersing yourself in positive environments, you strengthen your ability to maintain a positive mindset, even when faced with negativity. Finally, the chapter addresses the concept of self-compassion. Being kind to yourself during difficult times enhances your emotional resilience and helps you manage negative interactions more effectively. Practicing self-compassion involves acknowledging your struggles without judgment and treating yourself with the same kindness you would offer a friend. Towards the conclusion of this chapter, you'll understand how positive thinking may be an effective antidote to negativity. You'll learn how to reframe events, express appreciation, use affirmations, surround yourself with positive energy, and practice self-compassion. With these tactics, you'll be better able to fight negativity, increase your emotional resilience, and live a more happy and satisfying life. Chapter 17: Developing Resilience Against Negative Forces. In a world where negativity can often seem pervasive, developing resilience is key to maintaining your well-being and positivity. This chapter offers practical strategies to build emotional strength and withstand the impact of negative influences. This chapter is designed to help you cultivate resilience so you can handle negative people and situations with confidence and grace. The chapter begins by defining resilience and explaining its importance. Resilience is your ability to bounce back from adversity, adapt to challenges, and maintain a positive outlook despite difficulties. By building resilience, you strengthen your capacity to face negative forces without letting them derail your emotional health or goals. One essential strategy discussed is fostering a growth mindset. This chapter guides you on how to view challenges and setbacks as opportunities for learning and development rather than as insurmountable obstacles. Embracing a growth mindset helps you approach negative situations with curiosity and optimism, making it easier to navigate and overcome difficulties. Another key focus is developing coping skills. The chapter provides practical techniques for managing stress and maintaining emotional balance. Techniques such as mindfulness, deep breathing, and cognitive restructuring help you stay grounded and focused even in the face of negativity. By incorporating these practices into your routine, you enhance your ability to handle stress and maintain resilience. The chapter also highlights the importance of building a support network. Surrounding yourself with positive, supportive individuals provides a buffer against negative influences. This network can offer encouragement, perspective, and practical advice, helping you stay resilient and positive. Building strong, supportive relationships also contributes to your overall emotional strength. Additionally, the chapter explores the role of self-care in resilience. Prioritizing activities that nurture your physical, emotional, and mental health is crucial for maintaining resilience. This includes engaging in hobbies, exercising, and ensuring you get adequate rest. Self-care practices reinforce your ability to manage negative forces effectively by keeping you energized and balanced. The chapter also emphasizes the power of positive self-talk. By replacing negative self-talk with affirmations and constructive thoughts, you reinforce your self-esteem and resilience. Positive self-talk helps you stay motivated and confident, even when faced with challenges from negative people. Throughout the end of this section of the book, you'll have a full arsenal for increasing resistance to negative pressures. You'll learn how to cultivate a growth mindset, practice coping skills, form a supportive network, prioritize self-care, and apply positive self-talk. With these tactics, you'll be more prepared to deal with negativity, increasing your emotional resilience and keeping your sense of well-being and positivity. Chapter 18: Practicing Mindfulness to Stay Centered. In a world full of distractions and negative influences, staying centered and grounded can be a challenge. Chapter 18 offers you practical tools and techniques to use mindfulness as a powerful way to manage negative people and situations. This chapter is designed to help you harness the benefits of mindfulness to maintain your inner calm and resilience. The chapter begins by introducing the concept of mindfulness. Mindfulness is the practice of being fully present in the moment, paying attention to your thoughts, feelings, and surroundings without judgment. By cultivating mindfulness, you can develop a greater awareness of your reactions to negativity, which helps you respond more thoughtfully and less reactively. One of the core strategies discussed is mindful breathing. This chapter teaches you simple breathing exercises to anchor yourself in the present moment, especially during stressful interactions. By focusing on your breath, you calm your nervous system and create a space between a negative trigger and your response. This pause allows you to approach negative situations with a clearer, more composed mindset. The chapter also explores the practice of observing your thoughts and emotions without judgment. Mindfulness encourages you to acknowledge negative feelings or thoughts without letting them dictate your behavior. By observing these thoughts with curiosity rather than engagement, you prevent them from overwhelming you, which helps you maintain a balanced and centered approach to dealing with negative people. Another important aspect covered is the practice of mindful listening. This technique involves fully focusing on what others are saying without being distracted by your own thoughts or judgments. Mindful listening enhances your understanding of others' perspectives, reduces misunderstandings, and fosters more constructive interactions. It also helps you respond to negativity with empathy rather than defensiveness. The chapter also highlights the role of regular mindfulness practice in building resilience. Incorporating mindfulness into your daily routine through meditation or mindful activities strengthens your ability to stay centered, even when faced with negativity. Regular practice enhances your overall emotional stability and helps you handle stress more effectively. Finally, the chapter addresses the importance of self-compassion in mindfulness. Being kind to yourself during difficult moments is essential for maintaining your emotional well-being. Self-compassion allows you to navigate negative interactions with a gentler, more understanding attitude towards yourself and others. Towards the conclusion of this part of the book, you'll have learned practical mindfulness practices to help you stay grounded in the middle of negativity. You'll learn how to employ mindful breathing, examine your thoughts, engage in attentive listening, incorporate regular mindfulness practice, and foster self-compassion. These strategies will help you manage negative people and situations with greater ease and resilience, resulting in a more calm and balanced state of mind. Chapter 19: Embracing Forgiveness, Freeing Yourself from Negativity. Forgiveness isn't just about letting others off the hook, it's a powerful tool for freeing yourself from the grip of negativity. Chapter 19 delves into how practicing forgiveness can release you from the burdens of resentment and negativity, allowing you to move forward with a lighter heart and a clearer mind. The chapter begins by redefining forgiveness. It's not about condoning or forgetting negative actions, but about liberating yourself from the emotional weight they carry. By understanding forgiveness as a personal journey towards emotional freedom, you can approach it as a proactive step towards healing and peace. One key strategy discussed is the emotional release that comes with forgiveness. Holding on to grudges and anger keeps you tethered to past hurts, often affecting your well-being and interactions with others. This chapter explains how letting go of these negative emotions through forgiveness can reduce stress and improve your overall emotional health. By freeing yourself from the grip of past grievances, you create space for positive emotions and experiences. The chapter also emphasizes the process of self-forgiveness. Sometimes, we are our own harshest critics, holding on to guilt or self-blame. Embracing self-forgiveness involves acknowledging your mistakes with compassion and learning from them rather than punishing yourself. This practice helps you release self-imposed negativity and move forward with a healthier self-image. Another focus is understanding the difference between forgiveness and reconciliation. Forgiveness is about your emotional liberation, while reconciliation involves rebuilding trust and relationships, which may or may not be feasible. This chapter guides you on how to forgive even when reconciliation isn't possible, ensuring that your personal growth and peace of mind are prioritized. The chapter also explores practical steps for practicing forgiveness. Techniques such as reflective journaling, compassionate self-talk, and empathy exercises help you process and release negative feelings. By engaging in these practices, you develop a more forgiving mindset, making it easier to let go of past hurts and move forward positively. Finally, the chapter highlights the benefits of forgiveness on your relationships. When you embrace forgiveness, you set a positive example for others and foster healthier, more supportive interactions. By letting go of resentment, you create a more harmonious environment, improving your connections and interactions with those around you. Towards the final section of this chapter, you'll see how accepting forgiveness may be a powerful tool for overcoming negativity. You'll discover how to let go of emotional baggage, practice self-forgiveness, understand the difference between forgiveness and reconciliation, and put practical forgiving tactics into action. With these insights, you'll be freed from the burden of negativity, resulting in a more serene and meaningful existence. Chapter 20: The Spiritual Approach to Dealing with Negativity. When faced with negativity, turning to spiritual practices can offer profound guidance and solace. Chapter 20 explores how spiritual principles and practices can help you navigate and transform negative experiences. This chapter provides a unique perspective on handling negativity by drawing on spiritual insights that promote inner peace and resilience. The chapter begins by introducing the concept of spirituality as a source of strength. Spirituality involves a sense of connection to something greater than oneself, which can provide a framework for understanding and managing negativity. By cultivating a spiritual mindset, you gain access to deeper sources of wisdom and comfort that help you respond to negative situations with grace and calm. One key focus is the practice of mindfulness and meditation. Spiritual traditions often emphasize meditation as a way to cultivate inner peace and clarity. This chapter guides you through spiritual meditation techniques that help you center yourself and detach from the emotional turbulence caused by negative people. Regular meditation enhances your ability to maintain a balanced perspective, making it easier to handle negativity without being overwhelmed. Another important aspect discussed is the power of compassion and forgiveness from a spiritual perspective. Many spiritual teachings highlight the importance of compassion towards others and oneself. By practicing compassion, you soften the impact of negativity and foster a more understanding approach to difficult interactions. Forgiveness, as explored in the previous chapter, is also seen as a spiritual practice that liberates you from the emotional chains of resentment, allowing you to move forward with a lighter heart. The chapter also explores the role of spiritual principles such as acceptance and detachment. Acceptance involves embracing the present moment as it is, without resistance. This principle helps you acknowledge and let go of negative experiences without getting caught up in them. Detachment, on the other hand, encourages you to maintain emotional distance from negative influences, preserving your inner peace while interacting with challenging people. Additionally, the chapter discusses the importance of finding meaning in adversity. Spirituality often teaches that challenges and negativity can be opportunities for personal and spiritual growth. By viewing negative situations as chances to learn and evolve, you transform adversity into a catalyst for positive change, enriching your spiritual journey. Finally, the chapter encourages you to cultivate a sense of connection through spiritual practices such as prayer, affirmations, or engaging with a spiritual community. These practices provide support and reinforcement, helping you stay grounded and resilient in the face of negativity. Towards the end of this chapter, you'll have a spiritual toolkit to deal with difficult people and situations. You'll discover how to apply mindfulness and meditation, embrace compassion and forgiveness, practice acceptance and detachment, find meaning in hardship, and engage in supporting spiritual activities. These insights will enable you to handle adversity with inner serenity and spiritual strength, resulting in a more rewarding and balanced existence. Chapter 21: Living a Life Free from the Grip of Negative People. Achieving freedom from the influence of negative people is a transformative step toward a more fulfilling and joyful life. Chapter 21 provides actionable strategies and empowering insights to help you cultivate a life that is less affected by negativity and more aligned with your personal well-being and happiness. The chapter begins by emphasizing the importance of self-awareness and self-worth. Understanding your value and setting clear personal standards are crucial first steps in distancing yourself from negative influences. This chapter encourages you to recognize your strengths and prioritize your needs, which creates a strong foundation for maintaining positive boundaries with others. One key strategy discussed is the power of intentionality. By being deliberate about the relationships you nurture, you create a positive social environment that supports your well-being. This involves choosing to surround yourself with people who uplift and inspire you, rather than those who drain your energy. The chapter guides you on how to evaluate your social circles and make conscious choices about who you spend time with. Another focus is cultivating a positive mindset. When you actively choose to focus on positive experiences and maintain an optimistic outlook, you build resilience against negative influences. The chapter provides practical tips for fostering positivity, such as practicing gratitude, engaging in activities that bring joy, and setting optimistic goals. By nurturing a positive mindset, you make it easier to minimize the impact of negativity from others. The chapter also explores the importance of self-care and personal growth. Investing in your own well-being through self-care practices, such as exercise, healthy eating, and relaxation, strengthens your emotional resilience. Additionally, engaging in personal growth activities, such as learning new skills or pursuing passions, helps you maintain a sense of fulfillment and purpose, reducing the power of negative people to affect your life. Additionally, the chapter emphasizes the role of assertiveness and boundary setting. Clearly communicating your needs and limits helps protect your space from negativity. This involves confidently expressing your boundaries and being prepared to distance yourself from people who persist in being negative. Assertiveness empowers you to uphold your well-being and ensures that your interactions are respectful and supportive. Finally, the chapter encourages you to create a vision for your life that aligns with your values and aspirations. By focusing on your goals and aspirations, you cultivate a sense of direction and purpose that guides you away from negative influences and toward a more fulfilling life. Through the end of this chapter, you will have practical tactics for living a life free of negative individuals. You'll learn to value self-awareness, purposefulness, positivism, self-care, assertiveness, and personal vision. With these skills, you may live a life with less negativity, allowing you to thrive in a more positive and powerful atmosphere. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the negative force, dealing with negative people. We hope the insights and strategies shared in this book have empowered you to handle negativity with greater confidence and inner peace. If you found this audiobook helpful, please take a moment to subscribe to our channel for more inspiring content that supports your personal growth and well-being. Don't forget to like and share this audiobook with friends and family who might benefit from these valuable lessons. Your support helps us continue creating content that makes a difference. We appreciate you being part of our community. Thank you, and until next time, stay positive and keep thriving.